Okay. Zachariah Mills.
Is that what we're going with? Zachariah. What do you want me to call you?
Sideman?
Sideman. Oh, you don't want no one to know your real name?
My real name's David.
Yeah, it's on your... My dog's called Dave, and people call him David, and I get really offended by that.
I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about, but I respect it. Right, we're doing this because we can, and that's why it's called. There's no reason to do this other than that we both have opinions.
My opinions, I think, are a little bit more valid than yours. They hold a little bit more weight than yours. I think people kind of just see you as a comedian. So, like, I don't know what your opinion... you put that... Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to give you a round of applause. Because I liked that video that you put out today. And was you about to cry?
No. Obviously, it's an emotional topic, but there was just glint. I don't know what the word to call it is, but there was just reflection in my eye. Right, you know what I'm saying? Big man don't really cry like that unless I'm watching Marley and Me.
When was the last time you cried?
When was the last time I cried? I don't know why this is a Zeze Millz interview, but I don't know. When was the last time I cried? Actually, the last time I nearly cried was reading the comments of that video. Just seeing people's pain and just like...
When I saw that video, I did. My eyes started to well up because I was just like... And I tried not to watch it, but you just keep seeing it on social media so much. I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a watch. And then I've seen it a lot again today, and it's still, even though I've watched it, I still have the same emotion.
I'm desensitized to a lot on social media, but I don't know, bro. Like, a person dying because essentially of another person's stubbornness. He didn't want to take his knee off his neck because he was being told to. No one can tell me anything. It's one of them arrogant things. It's one of them things. Like, I can be a somewhat stubborn person, so I know when I'm seeing stubbornness. But when a black man's life becomes a tool and a toy for your stubbornness, that's when you're going too far.
Even the way he had his hand in his pocket, like
let's say celebrity death. So much happened now. I do become somewhat desensitized to it, especially if that person wasn't my favorite person in the world. Whatever. Like, I won't post about bare two people. I've posted about Cadet and Stanley. Right. When it comes to somebody dying for no reason or for something like that, it just mad annoying.
It's almost becoming our reality. Like, I shouldn't go on social media every other month and see like a new hashtag of somebody that's been killed by the police. It's weird.
In my head, I'm thinking, oh, okay, so everybody's seen this video now, including white police officers. When they see somebody out with their camera now, they'll behave themselves. That's what I think in my head. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, there's so much videos have come out. The police must be having internal conversations. Watch how you go and like make sure if you're gonna like kill one of them, then obviously make sure no cameras are about. But they'll see the camera and they'll still kill us.
But the reason why they don't care is because there's been no repercussions. There've been no repercussions. Nothing has happened to any of these police officers of significance that makes them feel like I better not do it again. And I feel like a lot of well-known artists and stuff, they post and stuff like that, but once they post, then what happens? Do you get what I mean? So once you put up that and you do another hashtag, then people forget about it. Like, every time this happens, I see like outrage on social media, and then a couple days later, we're all guilty of forgetting about it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't so much blame us for that, because...
No, I'm not blaming us. I'm saying that I think it does start with our celebrities first. And our celebrities, like, I don't know what needs to be set up in America or whatever, etc., for it to be, for a change to happen.
I just need people to post before they talk about celebrities. I just need them to post first. Like, I'll see people in the comment section, for instance, I've posted that video about Georgia and said what I've said about it, and people are like, it's good, other influencers won't speak up, blah, 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 blah. But I go on their page and they haven't posted. Here's my problem with that. If you have nothing to do with the media industry, what you post does not affect your livelihood. My posting is different from your posting.
Yeah, but then that's my whole point. That's my whole point. So then we have to decide what is more important.
No. We all have to decide that, but don't act like your decision is the same as mine. When don't talk to me if you ain't posted. You ain't posted yet.
But then I think people then that's what people have a problem with is, I get that you might compromise some of your stuff or compromise it, but what's more important? Is your people more important, or is it you getting a check?
But what's your people though? What's your people? No, but I mean, when I say what's your people, different people are going to think about it differently. People want to feed their families too.
Then your morals lie on money, basically.
No, but you can't say that, because I'm saying, no, if you can say that, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you're not qualified to say that until you post to. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so what if they post and they say, well,
that's different.
But the reason why a lot of people say that is because they, like you said, the person that works in retail, their reach is not going to be the same as yours.
So what?
Yeah, so it's like, okay, I'm going to
Somebody
post
could look at, okay, let's say I've got however much followers
I've got. If you've got 200 followers compared to how many followers you've got,
that's a fact.
They know that your reach is going to be more than theirs.
But somebody's reach is higher than mine as well too. So you get what I'm saying?
100%, but that's what I'm saying, that it takes all of us to post and for us to speak up about it.
I think loads of people wouldn't post if they were influencers.
Probably not, they probably wouldn't. But I do think that artists and people should speak about these things more, and there should be more of a...
I think artists should. Artists and influencers, I put in two different categories completely.
But artists they've got checks as well to make.
Like say a Stormzy or something like that, yeah. Him being, or a Dave, them being outspoken about what they talk about will never stop them from being able to directly connect their music with their fans and chart and then do shows. They can stream, they make money off streaming. Money, they can say, oh yeah, the money off streaming isn't as much as the money off everything else, but it doesn't matter. Because let's say 1 million streams on Spotify is 4 bags. That's more than most people get for their pay.
Right.
So to put it into relativeness. Okay. So their bag will never be stopped as long as they have their fans. But another influencer's bag depends on brands working with them, because they don't put out music. They can't. All right, for instance, I Love Island, I can't just say, yo, I'm going to do a show and do what?
We need to make it more obvious. I mean, we need to make it then more of a thing that we are not just these people that put out content with no opinions. And that's the problem. People are too scared to share their opinions, and that's sad.
Some people don't have opinions as well. But we got into the topic. We need to get back to you saying that your opinion is more valid. Is it more valid or just more violent?
What, my opinion? Yeah. No, my opinion is more valid.
Oh, it could just be more violent, more salacious, and therefore demands more engagement.
No, I speak out of me and you. You probably speak. You probably come more across more violent than me.
You think
but
so?
you as a man are never going to be. It's never going to be perceived as that.
Yeah.
Because people think, oh yeah, like he's passionate. But when I talk, it's violent. How is it violent? Because I'm giving my opinion, and that's why. So
when you give it with a lot of like condiments.
Well, how do you mean?
Okay, so you don't just say your opinion. You say, okay, this is wrong, and then you say, and none of you other people do think that either, and you're gonna sit there hide in your cave, blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying? It's never just the opinion. It's the opinion and a little bit of slander.
It's true, but that's the truth. Like I was just saying, there's loads of people that can speak about things, they choose not to. Or what I noticed, again, going back to what's been happening, which is good, is that this is a continuous thing that happens in America. And thank God, like, our police officers don't have guns. Do you get what I mean? Or I think we would probably be very much in the same situation. We saw that guy getting tasered the other day in front of his child. All of that. My thing is, people then only want to talk about things when it's trending. So even with things like colorism and all that kind of stuff, when loads of people's old tweets got resurfaced and whatever, all of a sudden everyone knew about colorism because
I've been talking about it
for the whole time. So what I've noticed is people only want to talk about things when it's trending, when it's safe to. So but now it's safe to talk about.
Can I make an argument for those people?
They're That's what they are. I'm sorry, I don't care.
Hold on, let's talk about it. You talk about colorism because it's near and dear to your heart.
Okay.
You don't have to fight to think about something you care about. Okay. Like, I don't have to sit there and be like, oh my God, I haven't thought about my mom in 2 weeks because it's my mom. Do you get what I'm saying? You have a care for the issue of colorism. So it's easy for you to remember that one.
No, wait. My thing is that I'm not saying you need to speak about it all the time.
I'm not saying that either.
My thing is when people talk about it, like myself, when I've spoken about it, I've been shut down and I've been told, oh, shut up. Oh, I'm the problem when I talk about colorism. Like, but when it's on a larger scale, there's loads of people, there's loads of actual celebrities that do talk about race and the fact that the police are killing people, and people don't care, and they don't. And that's my problem with the world in general. Sometimes we're very reactive. We only react when something bad happens, and then oh my God, shit hits the fan.
But how can you not when you're not given the time to process because another news comes straight after? Like literally. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, so we're talking about this George thing, and what happened with the police and the brutality, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, Anna has released the fact that the girl that she had some problems with was saying some mad stuff about them and talking about guns, rare, blah, 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 Anna from Love Island. Now, Anna from Love Island don't touch the level of issue of George and what he's went through with police brutality. But now Anna keeps coming up on social media and it's just like keeps attacking your brain. This is what I think happens to the social media age. By the time you finish, you've stopped talking about George because Molly May has said something over there. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then we need to stop making excuses. We need to learn to train ourselves that this is what's important. Yes, we can use that as a distraction to take, because you become numb. Like I saw a post where it's like, being black, it's either you get angry, like you said to yourself this morning about seeing, or you become numb because you've seen it so many times now. You have to either switch off because you don't want to be angry, because say if today was a normal day without corona, what was going on, I'm now going to go to work and see loads of white people and I'm angry now. I'm angry at white people because I've just been fed, I've just seen something again where not you but people that look like you have killed another an innocent black man for no reason. And the Asian guy was saying, oh, but he can breathe because he's talking. When I heard that, I was so angry. Like, there was like, he can't breathe. And he's like, well, he's talking, so he can breathe. And it's just like, and imagine now me going, so we have to like, you either make yourself numb to it so you don't go into work being rude and being aggressive and just going around. You know, like when people tell you when they first watch Roots, they're just angry. They go to the shop.
I remember the first time I felt it. I was in college. I'm not no Martin Luther Sideman. Like, understand that? Like, I've never been the...
Why are you called Sideman, by the way?
Oh, we gotta get into this right now.
100%. Sometimes like, this is how it's gonna go. It's gonna go like that. We can go like this.
Because it's very, number one.
When no girls liked you in school?
No, well, I mean, that's a fact, but no. Okay, so... it's all... The secret reason that I had behind why I wanted to be called Sideman is because in this game where you have to deal with a whole bunch of other men, the egos play a massive part in how men helping men, supporting men being around other men, and you see a lot of the showboating.
So you was trying to be smart.
The second I'm called Sideman, I'm not a problem to you. The second you say my name, oh yeah, my guy Sideman, from me saying my name, he's like, that guy's not afraid, that guy's not afraid.
So we'll help you. Being smart.
I'm just saying, bro.
That was me thinking it's because you wasn't getting no pussy, but really what you're doing is taking their girls' pussy. No. Because they're not, they don't think you're a threat, but really what you're doing is you're moving to their girls on the side. See? That's basically what's happening. All you rappers out there, watch out for Sideman, because he is here.
You know, it's so long I'm saying that.
Did you give head?
What are we doing?
These are questions that we need to get out. These are questions that we need to get out before we continue. This is like going to be a regular thing. Bro. So I need to know the type of man that I'm talking to. Is this something that you participate in? No. Really? No. It's because you're Jamaican, innit? I am. Yeah, that's what makes sense now. Because Jamaicans are very weird about this stuff. It's not. I'm Jamaican, by the way. I don't know. No, you being serious? You don't do it? No, I don't. I don't know if it's because I'm Jamaican. I just know that it's because I don't want to. But is it because you think your D game is A1 that you don't want to do it? You said it's you was like, no, actually, it's it. That's not why. I just don't. So you have the audacity. You're not even claiming. Well, I'm not doing anything, so it don't matter. What? Listen, I don't. As I said, I'm not on these streets, so it's fine. Why not? There's nobody that has to suffer my mediocre D. Or there must be like a couple girls or some girls that fancy you in your DMs. 100%. Girls are desperate these days. Jesus. So what we were saying, we were talking about police brutality, and then Anna. What do you think about Stormzy's brethren crashing the car? Such a peak time for him. Yeah. But surely the company's got insurance. Well, I heard the company is asking for like 180 bags. That's what I heard as well. Yeah. Don't know, man. But he said he's cool though. He's just like, I'm cool, Swams. About what? He's like, don't worry about me, I'm good or something. He put a post up or something on his Insta story. And I mean, what was he going to say? Oh, guys, I'm going through the valley of the shadow of death. And he's not going to, he's always going to say I'm good. That's true. He's always going to, I don't even know if I'd post that. I know, it was a bit weird, isn't it? I don't even know if I would like bake that up. Maybe that, because sometimes you can stunt with what you can fix. So it's like, Bridget mastered the Ferrari, now I'm gonna have to give him 200 bags. Now people know you got 200 bags. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, that reverse flex. That reverse. Like, darn it, man.
There you go, 200 racks now.
You might even do a video of going to give him the 200 racks in cash.
Exactly. Just had to drop off that 200 bags for my boy.
Like that
But
time
what my
when,
bro did, that's my jigger.
Remember that time when, what's his name done that?
Who?
Bugsy Malone.
What did he do?
When he was, is he from your country? Not country, I mean yours. He's from your town, isn't he?
No, he's not. He's from Manchester and I'm from Birmingham, two different cities.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, when he was just like, when he went to the bank, do you remember that? He's got bare cash, he's just like, I want to deposit this in now.
Heady1 put up a cryptic snap saying, if you mess with my ups, don't call me your friend. Something like that, I'm paraphrasing. Now, people are speculating that he's talking about Stormzy, because Stormzy's done a tune with Heady1. And apparently,
Tion Wayne and Dutchavelli.
Yeah, and Dutchavelli, and apparently Tion Wayne and Heady1 don't get on. So we don't know if that's what Heady1 was referring to, because I know a lot of times that people be thinking you're referring to other popular people. But you can be talking about something that's happening on your end.
But I feel like people do that. I feel like artists do that on purpose, though. They know that people are gonna think it's to do with this,
maybe.
and they do it for like.
I can't say name, because we have to remember. Well, no. People don't have to remember, but yeah, people are people in it. So sometimes they just want to vent something, and sometimes what's happening on your ends or on your block or in your personal life or within your family matters way more to you than some social media stuff, and you just happen to badly time something.
Can we just talk about though the fact that we have Dutchavelli? I hope I said his name right. Dutchavelli.
Yeah, don't say my man's name wrong. Don't get me slapped by Dutchavelli. I don't want to get slapped by him.
Dutchavelli and Tion Wayne and Stormzy all on one track.
Well, why wouldn't it though? It makes sense.
Does it? Why do you think it makes sense?
Okay. If you're at the top here, it is your job to find out who is either going to replace you or become a problem to you or be competition to you or the next guy up. Would you not agree? That's exactly what Drake does.
100% Drake does
Very aware of who's going to...
Definitely.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We look at that. That's just good business.
But that's why I don't like the word clout chasing, because everybody does it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
This is clout chasing.
Everybody does it. Everybody will look at somebody and be like, if I take a picture of this person, it's going to elevate my career.
And that's why you're here.
And that's why I know. 100%.
No, I don't. Oh no, I'm saying that's why I asked you to be here, because I needed some of that.
I know. But I understand that, and I understand the power that I have. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just thought, you know what, I'll do it. So many people ask me to do whatever this is, yeah. And I said, you know what, I'm not really. But then you decided to talk about money, and I was like, okay, we can talk. We can. we can entertain this situation now. No, because do you know what? Yeah. And that's another thing, again, a lot of people, they want you to just do things for free.
That's a fact.
Do you think Dutch is good?
Oh, yeah. I enjoy his music. Do you not?
I don't.
I'm not getting slapped by Dutch for you, especially when I like his music. There's no reason for me to get slapped.
I understand why people like his music. I like his tonality.
That's a mad thing to say. I understand why people like his music.
I'm not necessarily a fan of that type of music anyway. I like music that is going to make me like, you know, text someone, be like, hey baby, what you doing later?
But Dutch might make you text somebody and say it's done. Sometimes you need that too.
It's true, you do need that. The one thing I do like about him...
I've noticed that girl listen to a lot of Roadman tunes when they've broken up with someone.
No, I don't. I listen to stuff. I listen to Beyonce. Like,
but that's not why.
To the left, that's cool. To the left, or me, myself, and I. That's all I
think listening to me, myself, and I is sad, you know.
The song. No, it's not. It's not sad. It's not sad. It's real life.
How can it not be sad to listen to that?
No, it is, because it's saying, look, I don't need you. I just got me, myself, and I.
Me, myself, I've got in the end.
No. That's all I found in the end.
That's what I found out. That is the definition of it.
Wait. And I ain't no need to cry.
Nah, bro. You're crying.
Yeah, but so...
You're saying that crying.
What I'm trying to say, you're telling yourself, there's no need to cry, girl.
Nah, bro.
Anyway, back to Dutchavelli. I understand why people like him.
Yes.
I like his tonality.
Yes.
That is one thing. I think his voice is quite... It's really deep.
Are you good? Tremble a bit.
No. His voice is really deep, and there isn't anyone that sounds like him.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. There's no one that sounds like him. I would have to digest his music a little bit more, but because I'm very much like, I know the content of his music, which is dip, dip, kill, kill. Okay.
I think he talks about that. I think he talks about that life in a way where it's like, oh, I have to. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, it's like you don't even know what I had to. How many times did I? You know what I'm saying?
That's what they all do, though.
Yeah, so what, bro? It's like it's different. It's a different tone of. I am not making it. This is a hard day's work. Is the vibe that I get from it.
Okay, fair enough.
But what I will say is that I think.
So you think he's the next big thing?
I'll say this. I think people like authenticity still in the UK. 100%. I don't know about America, bro. But I think people like authenticity. And even his physicality, when you just look at him, the look, the voice, and the henchmen suggest to you this person means what they're saying.
Right.
I think a lot of people felt like that when Fredo first came out as well.
Yeah.
I think that was the vibe as well. Oh, he's being serious.
Yeah,
And people resonate with that.
Bought into him.
Yeah, and I feel like people resonate with that. What do you think about Doja Cat?
Oh, do you know what? There's been so much going on around it. I've followed it, but I haven't followed it, if you get what I mean. Like, obviously, I saw that she was in, like, chat rooms with KKK people, spreading their bum cheeks.
Funny, bro. It's so... Listen,
but I heard it was, like, last week.
Like, what makes me laugh is where she's positioned in the chat. She's in the middle, and there's just bare white guys around. I don't know why it's funny. I've never seen a chat gangbang. Like, it just looks like everybody... The way that she could have easily just been to the left... or been to the right or down at the bottom. She was in the middle.
Do you think she placed herself in the middle?
I don't know how it works, bro, but it was like a Zoom call gangbang. I didn't understand it. It was mad.
So she's basically done that written apology.
Yeah, I don't care.
That everyone was just like, absolutely no. And then she done a live.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Where she was basically explaining a lot of things.
I only heard one thing in that live.
Oh, what was that?
I have money already.
Eesh.
That's all I heard. All I heard was somebody that...
Do you prefer celebrities? Would you prefer that celebrities just owned their wrongness? I don't even know if that's the word, but I just made it up. Their wrongness. Or they let out this PR-infused apology.
Who you are comes out in a PR statement. There's some people that will let a PR statement come out because that's who they are. Letting a PR statement comes out is a part of who you are. You might just be a coward that wants to hide.
Right.
It says something about you. Let's say a PR statement comes out saying you're sorry, but you're not really sorry. It means you're a coward about not being really sorry.
But my thing is, people say sorry just to appease people.
Yeah,
and
but that's who they are.
But that's no. But
they're not saying sorry to appease people. They're saying sorry so that they continue to put food on the table.
And yeah, to appease us, because we are the people like.
But they're only appeasing us. But if they could make money without our opinion,
exactly, that's my whole point.
Yeah.
So they're only doing it just to appease us. Yeah. To just be like, okay, I know that, like you said, I need you to come to my concerts. I need you to do this, etc.
But the joke is no. Let's be clear. Let's be clear on one thing. Let's be clear on one thing. The people that show up to Doja Cat's concert do not need to be appeased. Let's be very, very clear on that.
Yeah, well, that's why also.
Let's be very clear on all of this.
But
stuff.
that's why
when we talk about rappers.
That's why cancel culture will never work.
That's why cancel culture is stupid, because we keep cancelling each other. People keep getting cancelled by people that would never buy their merchandise. Okay, first of all, let me give you a perfect example. UK Gossip TV's pages here. Anytime something comes out about an influencer, everybody's in the comments. But are you an influencer though? What do you influence? Rare, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you're not the consumer. There's a 14-year-old white girl that will do whatever Anna says. So don't act like she doesn't have influence. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't you, but don't act like it don't exist. And just because she's an influencer because she went on, I'm just using Anna as an example here, but just because she's an influencer because she went on Love Island doesn't stop her from being an influencer just because she's an influencer for something that you don't like. There's some people that are influencers for no reason.
Yeah.
They're still an influencer and you have to accept it. And
True.
Clothing lines don't just work with them for no reason. They work with them because when they post it, they sell. They sell, bro. Like Boohoo and Boohoo Man have risen and they've sold over $1 billion. They've sold over $1 billion worth of stock. Why? Because of influencer marketing.
Because of people like you.
Because of influencer marketing.
Wasn't you a model for Boohoo?
I did.
How was that?
I loved it, and I think their clothes is actually hard.
What is your? I know they are. I've got a few Boohoo Man stuff. Yeah. Have you got a girlfriend?
I do not.
Oh, such a shame.
Why is that a shame?
No, I'm just wondering.
What's happening here? Anyway,
I need to like
build up the character profile.
I need to build up the character profile.
Single as a Pringle. How do you deal with being misunderstood on the internet?
I just have a cry and I switch my phone off.
Do you let people know that you have a cry?
Nah, not really. Depends. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I just get really frustrated, or sometimes I'm just like, can't stand you.
I think that we have to remember that idiots are behind keyboards.
Twitter is dumb.
Oh, I also feel like people with private profiles should never talk about people.
100%.
Ever. Because I need to come on your thingy and tell you that your baby's ugly. I have to. Because whatever you post on your page is for people to react to, innit?
No, it's not good to call babies ugly.
Why?
Because what if you have an ugly baby?
What if I have an ugly baby?
Yeah.
I'll know. 100%.
Do you think parents know when they have
No, I don't
children?
think they do. The amount of parents that have said to me, isn't my baby cute? And I'm thinking, bro. People put too much on looks. Why do people think looks is so important, bro?
It's true.
Okay, let's say you're a pretty girl. Yeah.
Let's say, that's weird. I am
let's
weird.
Let's live in the hypothetical part where Zeze Millz is pretty. Okay. What did you do to get it? You did not make your mom meet your dad. You're an accident. Your prettiness is accidental. You had nothing to do with it. It was bestowed upon you. Why would you ever rate somebody for something that they didn't do? Do you get what I'm saying? Why am I rating you? Oh my God. And then you see millions of guys crowding their comments like, oh my God, it's so fire.
It's hard for people that people don't think are good looking.
No, but I'm saying it shouldn't matter.
It's harder for women that people think are ugly.
Yeah.
Because men, we are chosen by men.
That is a fact.
Based on looks,
yes.
Whether we want to admit it or not.
Yes.
So if
I don't know how true that is.
What?
Once men pass a certain age, I've seen a lot of my friends and who they ended up with. I was like, oh, that's a bit mad. Honestly, like you was the girl them glucose in school, and it's like, damn, homie, in high school.
Now they go for personality.
I feel like once you get older, you're gonna start to go for personality.
Do you know what I've heard as well? A lot of guys don't like to go for pretty girls because they just think it's hassle.
It will be. First
That's
of all,
probably why I'm
depending on what your ego is. Like for instance, like if your girl's mad pretty, yeah, why you ain't getting? Like,
why I'm single?
Relax. Like let's say you've got a mad pretty girl, yeah. Every time you are on road, there's guys that will move to your girl, and now if you've got Dutchavelli ego. Now you got to prove to each guy.
Yeah, if your man's Dutchavelli, ain't no one moving to you.
Yeah, no, I hear that. But
it's only guys like you.
Yeah, that's why I can't be bothered. That's why it's a lot cheaper. Because then now I have to wait for you to finish moving to her. Like, oh my God, I can't tell her to hurry up or you to hurry up. I'm there wondering why she's allowing it for so long. Is she gonna introduce me?
No, that's your girl's problem then. Yeah. Shape for you.
No, that probably when she turns around, I probably won't be there. I feel like I'm done talking to you now. So we're finished. I feel like we've done wonderfully. How do you feel about it?
I just don't like the fact that was quite rude.
You feel like that was rude?
Yeah, but my friends, I've got quite a few friends that do that to me.
Yeah, those are my favourite friends.
They'll be like, oh, I'm going out buying.
Yeah, I need to be able to finish.
And then she puts the phone down on me just like that.
I don't say, like, I'll say something like, it's ran its course.
And then so my friend, when I became close to the friend that I am now, I've known her for years, but when we started getting closer, I'd literally, she on the phone, she'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm going out buying. She'd put the phone down and I wouldn't even get a chance to say goodbye. You can say that. You can say it at the start of the next conversation. By the way, for the last convo, it's a bit weird. And then
I think it's mad that I said I'm done now when you're telling me a story.
I know, but shall I tell you, I'm really good at this as well because I've got control issues.
Yeah.
So the conversation can't be done until I'm ready for
I'm like that as well.
For the conversation to be done.
Yeah.
So even this guy that I kind of talking to or I like at the moment.
Right now.
Yeah, this guy that I'm talking to. Not you.
What was that? I never thought it was me. What was that? You think I don't know that I'm not the guy? That was wild.
So this guy that I'm talking to, he does it to me all the time. He'll be like, I'm going now. And I'll be like, oh yeah. And then I just quickly change the subject and prolong it. And then like 15 minutes in, he's like, we're still on the phone. Like, how did this happen? And I'll be like, yeah, okay, all right, I'm going to go now. So guys, that's the end of the show. See what I did there?
Well, I felt good about this. Did you feel good about it?
I did. I feel it's good chat. I mean, for our first thing.
Yeah, for our first thing.
It's like when you have sex for the first time. You never know if it's going to
be. And that has been Coz We Can. We did it Coz We Can with Zeze Millz. She switches it to sexual stuff. Some people might say that's indicative of sexual frustration, but we don't need to talk about that.